What's up guys, it's B-Man here, and I've got the Raw review for the 27th of the 12th, 2010, the last Raw of 2010, and I'll say this, for me it did not disappoint at all. There was one thing that annoyed me, but no, that's okay, I'll get into that in a second. We started off the night with John Cena coming out and talking about how CM Punk's attack, cheap shot at him the past 2 weeks, and pretty much did basic Cena comedy here. CM Punk comes out and actually made reference to Batista, which I thought, oh, okay, WWE's actually going with the Batista thing here, but. Anyways, CM Punk pretty much doing a good heel promo, talking about how Cena's nothing but a bully, pretty much reversing it all on Cena and saying Cena's the reason why Wade Barrett's out at the moment and Batista's gone. And then Cena comes back with more comedy, and then they pretty much say, well, we can get this settled later on tonight, which they both agree on. And yeah, all in all, very, very good promo work done by both guys. Then we get into our first match, which is Santino Marella versus Ted DiBiase. I don't know what the fuck Ted's done backstage or in the back, but Ted's now on such a huge losing streak. It's like, what the is going on? It's like he's losing to Santino Marella constantly. He's losing to the Cobra. Like, come on. Like, Ted DiBiase's a great talent, and you're making him out to be a joke. Why? Because you make your tag team champion out to be a joke. Anyways, that's the only thing that annoyed me about Raw. But yeah, Santino Marella gets the win with a roll-up. Sorry. But I was referring to the Cobra from last week. But yeah, no, he wins with a roll-up this week. And then get this, him and Tamina do a Cobra together on Ted DiBiase and Maurice, and then do a gay little Cobra kiss after it. Anyways, then we go to a backstage segment where it's Miz and Alex Riley. Miz is telling Riley he needs to take John Morrison out and make him never want to face Miz again. And Alex Riley saying, oh, I can easily do that. And then Morrison comes in and makes a bet and says, well, if I beat Alex Riley here, I get to name a stipulation and when the WWE title match will take place. And then Alex Riley piped up and said, well, what happens if you lose? And John Morrison said, well, I'll forfeit my number one contendership if I lose. And then, yeah, pretty good backstage segment there. And I will get into that when I get into the match. Then we had Mark Henry versus Tyson Kidd. Thank goodness now they're actually starting to show Mark Henry as the world's strongest man. And he actually got the win here against Tyson Kidd. If he lost against Tyson Kidd, I would have been pissed. Then he actually World's Strongest Slam Jackson Andrews, or AKA, in my opinion, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this, but Kevin Nash 2.0. I'm sorry, but it's just true. Or Diesel. Anyways, then we had Jerry the King Lawler versus The Miz. I'm liking what's going on with King at the moment. Like, I do realise King's, 61 or something now. But he's still got it, man. Like, for a 61-year-old guy, this guy is, did 3 drop kicks in a row. He's still, kicking ass. And, yeah, but I was a bit sceptical with how the match ended, with Morrison coming in and kneeing Miz in the head and Miz getting counted out. But you did find out why that happened, because you couldn't really hear it, but you can sort of hear it inaudibly. Morrison said to Miz when he slid in the ring, he said, "You're only as good as your last match. Remember that one, kid." And yeah, he was referring to his loss to Lawler. Then we had what did we have then? Then we had the Divas Tag Team match with Melina and Alicia Fox versus Eve and Gail Kim. Melina and Alicia Fox win here, and then Melina goes over and tries to apologise to Natalya, and then tries a cheap shot her, but Natalya doesn't fall for it, and pretty much gets Melina out of the way. I actually agree with the Daniel Bryan and Zack Ryder thing. I mean, that's just absolutely stupid. I mean, who does that? Honestly, comes in halfway through a match for their US champion. But anyways, yeah, Daniel Bryan wins here with the LeBell Lock, which he's been doing a lot lately. I'll be interested to see who they make him face for the United States title and get him feuding against. Then after that, we had the obvious GM segment, which pissed me off. But like I said, when I get into the main event, when I get into the match, I'll explain everything. Yeah, well, Miz comes out and pretty much mauls Jerry King and Lawler and everything else. Randy Orton versus Sheamus. These guys are so good together. Like, seriously, they do good matches together. And Randy Orton just proving, as usual, he's an all-round good performer. Yeah, but we saw Sheamus going for a springboard, like a shoulder block from the ropes, and Orton counters with the RKO, gets the 1-2-3. Very nicely done. I think I've actually missed it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, with John Morrison and Alex Riley, the match happened. John Morrison once again wins with his little springboard kick and knee to the head. Miz got ejected, and he arranged it for next week. Now, Deluxe Man, I know you said you don't understand why it's happened. I'm probably going to put some light on it at the moment, and this is my personal opinion of why I think they've done it for. I think they've done it because next week we're going to see the match take place, but there's going to be some controversy to it and everything else. Like Miz will win, like cheat to win and stuff like that. And because Miz interrupted the GM's message, the GM will say, well, now I'm going to make a match for the Royal Rumble, which is going to be The Miz versus John Morrison for the title in some sort of, in probably a singles match or something, but Alex Riley's banned from ringside or something like that. And yeah, it'll just be a match between those two. That's my personal opinion anyways. That's just why I think all this weird stuff has happened tonight. Because knowing WWE, they'll focus on that. Then we come to our main event, which was supposed to be John Cena versus CM Punk. John Cena comes out first, and then David Otunga from Nexus comes out, and he's blabbering on about how Wade's gone now, and Nexus is under new management, and why can't they get along and stuff like that. And Cena says, yeah, I'm not buying it, everything else. Then David Otunga and that walk away, but then they rush back, beat down Cena with all their finishes, and then CM Punk comes down the ring and gives Cena the GTS, and yeah, then he just grabs a chair. He thought he was going to whack him with it, but no, he sits in the ring, looks down at the Nexus armband that was apparently left in the ring, and then he just slides it up his arm, and then puts his hand up in the air in a fist, and everyone else in Nexus does it, except for Justin Gabriel, which I don't know why he didn't do it, but anyways. Which pretty much confirmed that CM Punk is the new leader of Nexus. Anyways, guys, that's my Raw review. Leave your comments down below and what you think about my opinions and everything else, and I'll get back to you when I can. Alright, have a good one, guys. Bye.